All right, guys, this one's gonna be short and sweet, but are you ready to see the ultimate TJ drawer system? So a few months back, I set out to build a deck and a drawer system for this TJ that was better than what's in the industry. So there's this guy that's actually not too far from me that has been doing like a lot of Toyota stuff for, I don't know, months and months and months. And his Instagram tag is the Overlander Woodworks. Overlander Woodworks, that's his IG. Give him a look if you want a deck system for your rig. Obviously it needs to be tough, obviously it needs to be durable, obviously it needs to have a certain aesthetic or a certain look to it. I wanted a drawer that will fit recovery gear, stuff like that, but that drawer also has to be lockable. And differently than the things that I've seen in the industry, I want it to have a back on it. So I want it to be a three-sided setup that you can just kind of drop in and go. So let's take a look. I will actually break this down in detail more in a second here, but you could see how awesome and custom looking it is. And if you notice the back that I have on it, not only did this thing need to look cool, it had to be very functional as well. So I took it out to Joshua Tree yesterday. If you've never been to Joshua Tree off the pavement, you're missing out. There's so many cool things back there. But the road, the fire road to get out to the off-road trails and stuff like that was the second worst washboard I've been on in my entire 30 years of wheeling. The first was in Death Valley. If you've ever gone to Death Valley, there's this place called the, what do they call it? The racetrack. It's this big, giant, dry lake bed. It looks like another planet. It's beautiful. Anyways, the trail out there was like 45 minutes straight washboard trail. It was awful. Yesterday's Joshua Tree Road had worse washboard, but there were moments of reprieve. Like there were moments where, okay, cool, this is smooth. Then it hits again. Okay, this is smooth, then it hits again. So if I got to compare the two, hands down, Death Valley to that lake bed was the worst, but this Joshua Tree one was definitely second and had spots of way worse washboard. All right, enough about the washboard. My point of that is, if there's anything that's gonna break this down, it's gonna be that washboard road. So I thought today would be a great day to kind of take the top off the Jeep and show you guys what I have here in the system, and honestly just see with you if it held up. If this works out, I will build it out a little bit more utility, so I actually can have the things that I want connected to this piece and not connected anywhere else. So I'll probably put some more L-track here and there and bolt things strapped to it and all that kind of junk. But for now, I just kind of strapped it down. One, don't forget a good trench shovel whenever you're out on the trails. Two, the best way to wheel in SoCal, some nice no-show socks with some Keen sandals. The best. Don't miss out. Men, don't let those women trick you. They look fine. These are the best. Just run with it. All right, now we're here. We're gonna get to the stuff I bolted down. I just use this ARB single. The reason I use this single, what I actually did was on my van, on my Sprinter van, and on my Jeep, I made these Anderson connector pigtails. And then, this is what I was gonna show you. And then on the end of this guy, I just put the other end. So now I can just plug this into my Jeep or plug it into my van, and I don't have to buy two setups. Works fine. Back in the day, I used to like, oh, you need the cool dual ARB, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like way past that, and I think, look, I just need what works well, and is convenient, and as cheap as possible. This, however, is a rad little bottle jack that works for UTVs and Jeeps. Honestly, I didn't even need to get into showing you this stuff, but I'll show you why I have it. It's made by Pro Eagle. So you have this bottle jack. Then you have this cool little mini Pro tank that will give you the juice to raise your jack. It's actually really pretty cool little setup. When it comes to recovery gear, this pack by Factor 55 is the best. It's got all the ropes, straps, hooks, everything I need, all in one little pack, which is great. By the way, when it comes to straps, and this is not like an infomercial for all these products, I'm just kind of showing you guys what I use. These roller cam buckles, the best. All right, so just as I kind of give it a visual, I see a lot of dirt, I see a lot of scuffs. but those scuffs seem to rub off, so it does seem like it's gonna hold up. And I don't see it broken down at all, which is a good thing. There's a couple things I noticed in this design. One, I need to seal all the drawer sides. As you can see how it's exposed wood, I'm gonna wanna seal those up just to keep the moisture out from swelling and all that kind of stuff. So now that we know that it's tough enough to hold up, let's kind of get into what it actually is. So what I wanted was a system in the back of my Jeep that covers the wheel wells, gives me some closed cubbies, as well as a deck and a drawer. But I didn't want it carpeted and I didn't want it Linexed. So this is that birch that has the hex kind of honeycomb laminate on it, and it seems to be super durable. We needed some tie down points, so we did a little L-track in 4 corners of the deck, which worked fine as I tied some stuff down in there and it bounced everywhere. So I'll probably do strips of L-track down each side. I wanted to make sure that the wheel wells were covered all the way up to the lip, so I have as much room in there for a cubby as possible. It's great for first aid or soft bags or anything like that. I wanted a back on it, and the back is there to, like I said, not only hold everything together, but it gives me a place to mount on each side. It kind of is a block to keep a lot of the garbage, the dust and all that kind of stuff that gets in here, kind of keeps it in here. It doesn't blow all the way through either way. Last but certainly not least is the drawer. So I wanted a big drawer that I could keep all kinds of things in there, like tools and recovery gear and all this other stuff. So it will free up this space. I don't have to necessarily have a big bag strapped down. I can have all that stuff kind of mounted inside the drawer, inside the cubbies. I needed it to be lockable because, again, if you're traveling with firearms, you can put it in this box, you can lock it. So we open the drawer. It is a big guy. As you can see, it took it all the way deep, the whole depth of the thing. So these things are rated for about 250 pounds. And in it right now, I just have a chair, I have my winch stuff, I have an ice pick that I take everywhere with me. I love it. It's actually a very good tool. Some tools, med kit, just a battery jumper. I just threw some stuff in here just to kind of see how it would all do. And there's still plenty of space. So whatever kind of system I come up with, whether it be individual containers with Velcro, or whether it be a divider system, or if I strap it down with Velcro, whatever it may be, this is going to be a super organized, super valuable space that gives you much needed in these Jeeps, because there's hardly any space in them. Okay, so nothing is perfect. So what are the things that I've noticed definitely I need to do to modify this? Again, I have to seal all the wood. You can see here, you're gonna want, if you do this kind of thing, you're gonna want all of this sealed. You don't want that exposed, especially in a Jeep. Sometimes when you have like Forerunners and stuff, it's all enclosed, you don't have to worry about it. But there's basically from now until October, this Jeep looks like this. So it's exposed to even the moisture in the air. You want to seal all that up. The other thing is all of these sides, let me close this real quick. All of these lips here, all the little edges, that is a laminated piece. So I'm not sure if it's going to hold up yet. Time will tell. If not, I do believe I could just take some black paint, just run it along the edge here, and it will kind of stick everything together. Lastly, the latches do rattle around, right? So the drawer itself may be fine when it closes, but the latch will give you a little rattle, which isn't a huge deal to me. I'm in an exposed Jeep. I got the radio on. You can barely even hear them anyways. All in all, guys, this thing is rad. I teamed up again with the Overlander Woodworks guy, and we managed to design and put together what I think is the best rear seat delete drawer system kit in a Jeep TJ that I have ever seen.